Finger. Antifreeze. Doug. Forearm.
Every now and again, I forget that you can clean glasses. Like, I just think that this is my world now.
Dude, just blurry and splotchy.
I was like, wow, Brian's blurry today. That sounds like a him problem. No, you just gotta wipe it off your glasses.
Can you imagine if you were just like blurry?
It's
like
you plus this now.
What's going on with the world out there? Everything's blurry. And you're like, did you fix your glasses? Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, I can do that? They never told me that.
What's with all the words out there getting blurry? Huh?
It's just the world, brother.
You need to get
it's just the world you live in.
Get your eyes checked, baby.
Got my gloves back.
There you
Feeling
go.
Good.
Yeah, found them. Feeling good, feeling tough.
Looking strong.
So I go into
strong.
I go into my little office space in there, and I'm like, where is this fucking glove? And what's it doing?
What?
It's holding up the shelf.
That's what, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
I'm guessing it was sitting on the shelf,
Yeah, it was sitting on the shelf. It was laying there,
holding it up.
but it's like, what would you say?
What?
What's the word for symbolically? It's
Well,
it's not literally holding it up, but it's figuratively holding it.
Figuratively business hands.
Yeah, it's just holding up my shelf.
You took it off and it goes.
All my bobbleheads.
First time
crashing
ever
to the
you
ground.
take something off a shelf and then the shelf breaks.
Yeah, I put a lot of bobbleheads on there. It hasn't broke yet.
Episode 124. How we feeling?
Feeling good.
Feeling good today?
Yeah.
If you want additional content, we lost track of hours. Don't worry about it. Just know there's a ton of hours available to you if you do not follow us on Patreon. Thanks to everybody who does. You'll find a link in the episode description, but if you just want to remember it with your brain, patreon.com/canyoudon'tpodcast. What the fuck was that?
There's a goose sticker on your computer. I was just going to do a goose honk, and I don't know what happened. It was like when I tried to do the elephant. It wasn't even close. My bad.
If you wouldn't have laughed, I'd have been like, I don't know, Brian's just doing Brian stuff.
Yeah, just Brian stuff.
Brian stuff over there. Send stuff into the show. The email address for that is heyguys@canyoudon'tpodcast. We got the merch in the store. By the time this episode comes out, you basically have today to get it done. Unless you do follow us on Patreon, that comes out a couple days before that. But the contest that we have going, and thanks to everyone who has purchased Can You Don't merch off of canyoudon'tpodcast.com, but anybody who buys something between way back when, like a month and a half ago to Halloween, you will be entered into the grand prize drawing, and then you choose whether you want to send us some random shit, we'll sign it and send it back, or you can leave that decision up to us. We'll just pick something and sign it and send it to you. So there's that. And speaking of sending
Maybe
shit,
we'll find a homeless guy and just cut off his dick and send it.
I know, and then now you're part of a murder thing.
Well, he's not going to die. I'll cauterize it.
Put it in some snow. What was that article we read two weeks back?
Keep it fresh.
Yeah, he just did shrooms and chopped his dick off with an axe. Talk about a bad trip. Woo! Can you imagine?
No.
Waking up later and you're like, whoops.
Yeah.
Shit, I knew I shouldn't have eaten the whole bag.
Dick's just gone.
But we have one of our kids.
Sorry, I keep forgetting my microphone's in my face and I'm sniffing.
Yeah, 'tis the season. Tons of people are sick. That's better. It sounded like Zach's horn.
Yeah, I'm happy to help.
Will you blow it? This could be great. But thanks to Jackson Deal, he sent all of us different packages.
What's the deal with Jackson?
Not going to read all the notes, but I got like a switchblade comb.
Yeah.
And then I got a butterfly knife comb.
Yeah. Oh, I was wondering. I thought that was just in here. That's from him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
And he said both should be TSA friendly.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to risk it.
I wouldn't risk it.
And then got some Scatcast merch.
Did you say there's a butterfly?
It's a butterfly knife.
Fuck yeah, dude. Try it. Can you do it?
Oh, with these gloves on?
Yeah.
It's just, I'm instantly a butterfly master.
This is the Michael Jackson bad video right here.
How do I I know how to do something.
But yeah, I want to.
Ow. I didn't know I could get hurt with a comb butterfly knife.
I'm telling you.
Those guys in the movies, they're always like, it was like a nunchuck.
I'm sure it's like just watch one YouTube video and you can figure out where to hold it and
probably
flop it around. Then you guys all got stuff. Zach, what did you get?
I got some cool stuff. He sent me a scat roast toy that we put out in our coffee bags.
Okay.
And he painted it.
He just sent it back.
Yeah, he regifted it to us. But all sorts of cool stuff. A great book.
He just writes. He just writes shit coffee and sends it back to you.
How dare you,
How
Jackson
dare
Deal?
you?
No, he painted it like one of those figurines because it's a figurine.
Oh, cool.
Really well done.
Awesome.
And then there's some cool buttons and
and
a
then
book and cool stuff.
The notes in there, like everything. It's just very positive, uplifting. What'd you get, Brian?
Actually, so the bread and butter of this would be the Sergeant Slaughter G.I. Joe. It's right on the screen here.
Front and center for the ones watching the video.
I didn't have. I guess I could untie those. He's still.
He looks like he's locked up.
He looks like he's being crucified to the cardboard. But
he's being stopped from slaughtering.
Right. Yeah, they stopped the slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter is being stopped from slaughtering at the moment. He's just Sergeant.
Yeah.
Please call me Sergeant.
Yeah, just call me Sarge.
Right now I can't slaughter, so
slaughtering is off the table.
Yeah, slaughtering
until later.
But just whatever, anything else I can help you with.
Yeah, so I got that, and then a nice little letter, of course. And I don't know, and then I got a Scat Poke card.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then some stickers. Now, I don't know. So this says Hiss, Laugh, Love, and it's a little possum.
Oh, yeah.
So that's pretty sweet. I don't know. I just assume maybe he made these, but I don't know if he did.
Okay.
If he didn't, cool.
That's okay.
But it's still cool. But if he did, extra cool.
Yeah. Extra awesome. Yeah, thank you so much, Jackson. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Jackson.
And if anybody wants to send in physical gifts, we love getting them. You'll find the P.O. box in the episode description. And of course, with a lot of cross...
Oh, wow. I was going to do a Sergeant Slaughter impression. You maggot! There it is. He's still maggots!
And a lot of crossover between Can You Don't and Scatcast. Be sure to check out Scatcast if you haven't. Everything that Uncle Commie Zach's doing.
Speaking of Commie, do you remember when Sergeant Slaughter was in his heyday and he was fighting all the bad guys? And
no, but did he do a good job?
He fought the Iron Sheik for America.
Well, they're still bad guys.
And so then he joined.
Oh.
He joined
the slaughter.
The bad guys. And so Hulk Hogan had to go in there and set him straight. Actually, that was right around the time. 1990. Yeah, that was what war was going on? The
one? Cold War?
No. What's it? The Desert Storm. Desert Storm was going on, and kicked
World
off.
War I.
They started bombing, and they had to cut that whole angle of the wrestling,
or
the wrestling.
They're like, never mind.
Slaughter was like, I'm gonna join the enemy, and then he's like, oh fuck,
just kidding.
This is bad.
Just kidding. Suplex.
Yeah.
We're doing a flong on the show today. Got that sweaty ass hog, and we're gonna get into everything right now. Should we fire it up?
Yeah.
All
Fuck
right.
yeah.
Zach,
dude.
fire it. Do it. Fuck.
Hey, shut up. Start the show already.
All right. This was sent in by our daughter, Erin. And it's silly. Would you rather have to stick a finger up someone else's butt to have them speak, or have to stick a finger up your own butt in order to speak?
Oh, can I propose a change?
You can if you stick your finger up your ass.
Okay.
Whip.
What I wanted to, when I was reading that in my own head, I was thinking, I can't read. No, that they actually have to stick, or you have to get them to stick their finger up your butt so you can talk back to them.
Oh, it's just a butt exchange.
Yeah. So like if you want someone else, wait. Yeah. Let's say I want you to talk. Yeah, I got to stick my finger up your butt, right?
Yeah,
so
that's
you can
what
talk.
it says. Yeah.
But then if I want to respond, I don't
They
just
have
have that. You have to get them to stick their finger up your butt.
What a nightmare. What porn set am I on?
Do you want to stick with that, or do you want to stick with what we have?
I mean, because it's a would you rather. Like it's this or that. So either you have to figure someone else's butt, or you have to finger your own butt in order to talk. But how annoying would that? First of all, like trying to be secretive about fingering your own butt to have a response.
What do you think about that?
1 second.
Hold on, let me think about what I'm going to say here.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you're just like, and you're like, I think it's a great idea.
And then you're like,
Yeah, just give it that.
yeah, trying to be subtle about it would be pretty funny.
But I mean, on the surface, yeah, you do this number and you're like, oh, you rub your rib cage.
Yeah, work your
whatever,
way down.
Whatever the fuck I just said,
Rib cab.
And you do this one, you're like, you can't say anything yet, and you're like, I think it's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Well, you'd have to just.
What do you want to do today? And you're like, just like pretend you're popping your back, and you're like, I think we should go to the park.
Okay, so this scenario, let's say you're going to propose to the.
You're just going to say nothing?
The person of your dreams.
Yeah. You're down on one knee.
Down on one knee. And
beautiful ring.
And she's like, oh, no way, are you really going to do this? She's waiting for you to say it. And you're like, hang on.
1 second.
Like, shoot, I should have worn boxers.
You open the box, there's no ring. And you're like,
no.
Then that's your excuse to go back there.
Yeah, it's in
and
your
as
butt.
you're fishing for the ring out of your asshole, you're like, you mean so much to me. You know what? Like, blah, blah. So I give, and then you have to shut up. Get a poop covered ring.
Gross. It should slide on easier.
It'd be a reminder to don't marry that guy.
Or the dedication that something like that takes to be able to walk around with a ring in your butt.
A world where nobody can talk unless you finger their butt is wild.
Yeah.
Like getting a confirmation at a restaurant, like ordering some food. Like, go get a number one, blah, blah. You got all that? And they're just staring at you. And you're like, yes, I got all that.
Imagine if you went through the drive-thru. What would you do?
No drive-thrus for you.
No. You climb over the desk and you're looking at the chick working at the register.
Yeah.
And you have to finger her butt. But is she in on it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, no one can talk to you. So again, it's just a magic world where nobody can talk to you unless you finger their butthole.
That's rape.
Yeah. You're going to be in jail. You're going to be fingering wardens and security guards' buttholes.
The judge, when he's like, I need my sentencing, Your Honor.
The whole time, your attorney is defending you.
He's in the courtroom. Your Honor. He's just like,
and he's like, this is he has a great point, but he gets a little animated and steps outside of your reach. He's like, blah, 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 blah. He goes, but how could that be? The whole courtroom's silent because no one can talk unless you finger him. You're in a fight. Anything else you want to say? You're like, God damn.
All right, hang on.
Yeah, fuck you. No, fuck you. And he's like,
fuck you.
Oh, you're going to get it, buddy. Gosh, dang.
You know when you're going to get pounded, but you still got to finger this guy's butt so he can tell you how much he's going to pound you?
I just typed that into Pornhub last night. Know how hard I'm going to pound him and finger your butt unless I pound and finger.
Oh, God, I just thought of a scenario.
What?
So you take your kids to see Santa Claus. You're like, all right, tell Santa what you want. And Santa has
to finger you. Or you have to finger your kids' butts to get their wishes out.
Or
Santa can't finger butts. You're the controller.
Let's say I want to be Santa Claus. I want to work at a mall.
Santa. Okay.
So I'm sitting down there. All these kids are sitting on my lap, and I have to finger their butt so they can tell me what they want for Christmas. What would you like for Christmas, little boy? I want a new football.
I want a new football and your finger out of my ass.
Man, I wonder if you can get a Pulitzer Prize for a podcast episode. This is it. This is the one.
This is the one?
This is the one.
Is this the one? Maybe this is the one that gets us taken off the air.
Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, it's either going to be great or terrible.
But how many kids are in that line? You got to finger all those kids' butts?
Yeah. Dream come true.
I mean, for the right person, it would be.
God.
Maybe we should get off this subject.
No, I'm getting off for sure.
I'm getting off.
No, it's not. It's not bad. But I'm thinking about what about a normal Santa? And then your kids
that doesn't have to stick his finger up your butt?
No, but he can't talk. So to make the world go around, you have to be like, all right, sit on Santa's lap. And then again, the whole mall's silent. Yeah. And then you have to finger Santa's ass. What do you want for Christmas? And then you have to take your finger out, stick it in your kid's ass.
You got to go back and forth in between. You're watching a conversation and you have to go back and forth.
Yeah.
So
everyone can talk.
What do you want for Christmas, little boy?
I'm just trying to give him a normal childhood.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's next?
Oh, I'm the bad guy. What's next?
With a finger in my butt.
What? I'm shopping for dresses with a finger in my ass. I'm gonna finger my own butt. It's the only way.
Same.
There's no way I go around fingering butts.
The
dude.
life you would have to lead to finger
fine.
everyone else's butt.
It's not a life for me.
You know what I'll do?
You lick a butt?
No.
Oh.
What I will do is I have one of those, like not a Snuggie, but a comfy. It's a big old thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just wear that around. People don't know. I pull my arms in the sleeves.
Like a giant woolly moo-moo?
Yeah, just wear a moo-moo everywhere.
Wear a woolly moo-moo?
Or a sheet.
Yeah.
I can wear like a white sheet, cut some holes in it so I could kind of see where I was going.
Just a Halloween ghost all the time. Fingering your own
ghost.
butthole.
Yeah. That's what I meant. It was a ghost.
Unreal. But like, it's too much. I'm gonna finger my own butt. I'm gonna try and sneak it in there, change my clothing, try to have a serious conversation with Stinky Fingers.
I mean,
what? Yeah! If that's not love, I don't know what it is.
I'm just visualizing now. I'm visualizing being like being the person at a wedding that's doing the wedding. And he's
officiating?
Like, officiating the wedding. He's up there. He's got his finger in his butt. He's saying all this stuff, and he's like, "Do you take Joe to be your lovely husband?"
And then
I do.
I do.
And then do you Gladys, whatever, take
this guy,
just this guy,
this guy over here,
and she looks over waiting for him. He's like, all right, hang on.
Yeah, do you mind if I stick my finger in your husband's butt?
He's got to go up underneath the dress.
Yeah,
I do.
All right. The first word all the time, the first sound is "ooh."
Oh, of course it would be.
Oh, yeah, I do. Not your own butt. You're used to it.
Oh yeah, you're all loosened up, ready to go.
I'm picking own butt. That's the only way.
Yeah,
The
I
only
think
way
that's the obvious
this silly
choice.
world exists. Zach,
The other way would be ridiculous.
the other would be fucking crazy. No way. All right, let's move off to what are you thinking about? Got reminded about something. Zach!
Hey,
Hey, what's up, babe?
what are you thinking about?
Nothing. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about a lot of shit.
What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about?
I know what I'm thinking about.
Do you now?
Yeah, at the time of recording right now, my kiddos are on their way to Hawaii
What?
for a fun little trip. Doing like a Halloween in Hawaii.
Oh,
The H&H. Classic. What are you doing?
just writing down some notes. Do you have a problem with that?
No. On their way to Hawaii, and it just got me thinking about airplanes again. I fucking love a good airplane story.
If it's in the air, it's a good story.
If it's in the air, it's in here.
If it's in the air, it has the potential to fall out of the sky.
And probably 6 months ago or so, I warned that I have a ton of good stories about my trip to Austin.
Oh, is this one?
And I haven't shared this particular one.
Okay.
So, as people know, I took a boner pill in the casino.
Yes.
Because we couldn't get on the first flight, so we had to waste time, and I took a boner and played slot machines by myself.
Because what else would someone do to kill time?
I mean, any rational person knows if you're going to gamble hard. Oh, yeah! And so I did. This is all part of the same timeline.
Okay.
So boner casino, and then we get on the plane, and it's a nighttime. It's a red-eye flight heading over there, which then again...
And this is the one where you got to the house and it was...
the wrong house,
Yes,
and we're
okay.
snooping around, and lucky we didn't get fucking shot. So this is all
Were you
part
still
of-
hard at that point? I don't remember.
I'm still hard to this day.
Okay. Perma hard.
Perma. So it's all part of that same timeline. But this is on the airplane.
That's wild.
Uh-huh. So on the airplane, it's nighttime. So if you've ever been on a red-eye flight, you know the majority of it is they just shut the lights off so people can go to bed and then wake up where they are. And that's what we planned on doing. On this particular flight, because we were flying standby, Cassie and I were not seated together. So she was like some rows up on the right side, and then I had the aisle on the left side. So we weren't right next to each other. The plane got in the air, and as we were flying for a bit, I needed to charge my phone. So I as a responsible adult, I looked and saw that the seatbelt sign was not on. So I was free to move about the cabin. And I popped up there and I went a few rows up to the overhead bin. And like Cassie and I, like we see each other and I'm like, hey, just kind of being funny, being like,
We're on the same flight.
We're on the same flight, but we're not right next to each other. And I pop open the overhead compartment. Lucky things hadn't shifted during flight, so everything was fine. And my bag's right there. And as we've talked about plenty, like Cassie and I with the sex stuff, fun. We have some fun in the sex bedroom stuff.
Yeah.
So on this particular trip,
Toys.
we packed some toys. And whatever. My bag's sitting there and I open up the zipper to where my charging cable is. Okay? And I undo it and I get it open and immediately like a clit sucker toy falls out of the pouch that I'm trying to get into. Okay?
How big is it?
It's a travel size.
Travel size sucker.
Yeah, you gotta be able to suck that clit anywhere.
Yeah.
But you can't roll around with like an industrial strength clit sucker.
Yeah.
Not on a family trip to Austin.
Right.
So we have that and I open it up and it slides out immediately and then takes one hop off the edge of the overhead compartment and it goes like boom and it starts falling. And I'm
oh no.
And I go like this, like not thinking that, two hands are up and it goes and it starts falling and I catch it and I look down and I'm 3 inches away from this lady's face. She's sleeping. Just head back in the seat, just
no idea what's happening.
No idea. It goes and I catch it. And it's a fucking clit sucker. First of all.
Does it look ominous?
Look up clit sucker toy. No, it looks like, I don't know, they're rounded and smooth and have some sex appeal to them. But like it's a little travel size clit sucker. So if you've ever owned one of these sex toys, you know exactly what it is.
That could be anything. That could be you could trim your nose hairs with that thing.
Yeah, and I have. No, but it falls and I just go good and I catch it just a couple inches away from the sleeping woman's face. And I look over and Cassie isn't watching.
Oh.
And I just go, oh, like I'm laughing and I hold it for a little bit longer until I realize, what it felt like 30 seconds, but it's probably like 2, where it bounces out and I catch it. And then now I'm looking at her to like get the moment. And she's doing that. I know that somebody had to have seen me just standing there with a clit sucker over a sleeping woman's face, looking the other way and being like, huh? And some guy's like, what the fuck is happening up there?
Was that on purpose?
I mean, and it would hurt. It would hurt to get, a little bonk in the noggin.
While you're sleeping too. You're
Thank God.
What the fuck?
I mean, and then my brain, of course, I'm laughing about all of the scenarios. Like, what if I didn't catch it? And she gets hit in the face with a clit sucker and wakes up and it falls in her lap.
Yeah.
And she just like picks it up. She knows what it is. And I'm just standing there.
I have the same one.
As a man. Oh no.
Yeah, right over the top, just looking down at her.
Looking down at someone like he's got hit in the face with a clit sucker.
Yeah, a couple things.
Yeah.
The first thought that I had was it was going to be one of those catches where you went like that, but and you hit it and it flung across the fuselage.
When you drop, the 2 doors aft. Cool word. What are we doing?
Just because you're an airplane doesn't mean you need to use new words.
2 doors in the front, 2 in the middle, and then 2 aft.
No one says that. Just say the back.
And then 2
the
doors
hindquarters
in the aft.
Shut up.
Yeah, we get it. You're on an airplane all the time.
We get it.
And
suck my aft.
Suck my clit with
suck my clit with the aft.
So the other thing was, a funny scenario that I would have thought is when you do that and she's not looking at you, you're like, Cassie, look at I dropped your clit sucker. Almost landed right in this chick's face, but I got it.
And she's like,
yeah.
And she wakes up. Yeah, this one.
The one right here that's snoring.
It would have woke her up if it hit her in the face. It's your clit sucker.
It's the heavy one, the clit sucker, the heavy one. If it would have, it probably would have given her a bloody nose.
Yeah.
But I caught it because you know how I have quick reflexes. You know about my reflexes. Yeah. All right, I'm going to put it back now. I'm just getting the charger.
Just getting the charger out. And then just fucking suck her nose with it.
Right in the cheek?
Right in the cheek. Just like, pull her out of the seat.
Does it suck pretty hard?
Nah, I don't know. I don't have a clit.
Well, have you never put it on your own skin or your dick or anything?
I mean, it doesn't feel like it's sucking that hard, but, clits are sensitive.
Yeah.
So.
Doesn't take much suck.
Doesn't much suck to rev up that fuck.
That's what my dad always said.
Doesn't take a lot of suck to rev up the fuck. Thanks, Dad. Pass the peaches. Just nonsense.
Write that one down.
Write that one down.
What is it? Doesn't take much of a suck
to rev up the fuck. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Best-selling T-shirt.
Yeah, right on your tombstone.
Suck to rev.
Here lies Brian.
Up.
Doesn't take much of a suck to rev up the fuck.
You know
what I mean, or whatever.
Know what I mean?
Know what I mean, or whatever. But anyway, so them on an airplane just reminded me of that. And I figured I'd just share that.
That's pretty funny. I love that. Because I love the way that you...
Suck my clit.
That you do that.
Suck your clit.
Shut up. Wait.
Oh.
I pulled it out so you can't talk.
Oh.
I love the way that... Because I think the same way where you do something like that and you immediately look over her like... Where's the reaction? Where's something? And then they don't see anything. Like, I'll do that with Amber in... Like, it's such a letdown. Like, come on!
I know.
Or if you give a joke
right here.
and there's a joke and no laugh, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
That was
gold.
So funny. You know what? Fuck you guys.
Yeah, fuck all of you. Yeah.
You know what? Fuck all of you.
and one more thing.
One more thing. So I have to close the door and you're like... You know what? I didn't want to come here at all. Close the door. Walking through the yard. God, I fucking hate these people.
Oh, it pisses me off. Just talking to yourself. That you still have to finger your butt.
Fingering your own butthole, talking to yourself. All right. Let's get after the flongs.
Is it dumb? Is it interesting? Is it cool? Then it's dick pic.
We have a wide array of content.
Okay.
For the flong today. This one is just a wild story. I don't know how this guy didn't fucking get hurt. I love that the news article, it leads with, in red, it just says, minor injuries. Like, that's the fucking headline. And then I read it and I was like, oh shit, yeah, it is. So Irish man, 31 years old, thanks his rescuers after falling and surviving.
He fell aft.
He fell aft.
Rescuers after surviving a 650-foot volcano fall in Indonesia.
Jesus Christ.
Do we know how tall 650 feet is?
I think it's about the space. I think the Space Needle is like 600 feet.
Isn't that 2.5 football fields?
Oh, I'm not here for that.
Space Needle is 605 feet. So
a little bit. It's from the point. Like, he's on the top in a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
Just a little ways off the top of the Space Needle. And then just survives with minor injuries falling into a fucking volcano. Of course, it's not straight down. I mean, he's going to do a little tumbling.
A little tumbling, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like he just jumped off the Space Needle and was like, ow, my shoulder hurts.
Or like the Grand Canyon where it's just a straight down wall.
Mm-hmm. So Paul Farrell from Sligo. It's a cool place to be from.
Sligo?
Sligo. S-L-I-G-O. Sligo.
It's probably Sligo.
Sure. He did Sligo.
Yeah.
Slipped and fell while hiking alone on Mount Rinjana in West Nusa Tenggara on Wednesday morning. According to local... yes.
I love hiking as much as the next guy.
Yeah.
But I never understand why would you...
Hike a volcano by yourself?
By yourself.
Because it's getting away. You don't know what he's going through.
No, I know. I get it. But like, take a Sherpa with you or something.
He's
like,
been talking to himself, fingering his own ass for a couple of years.
That's true.
He just needs to get out of here.
I get it. Like, I used to just go road bike by myself or whatever. But sometimes I'd get back and be like, probably shouldn't do that in case something bad happens. Mm-hmm. But anyway.
Yeah. According to local media reports, he rolled down the steep hiking trail and off a cliff, but suffered only minor injuries to his shoulder. Okay.
What?
So you see all this, and then if you're like me, you're thinking, well, how the fuck did they find this guy? Like, what happened?
Another guy was hiking and fell down the volcano in the same spot?
Yeah. And did not have minor injuries.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Exactly where we're going.
Oh.
He was found in the shade of a small outcrop with a few deep cuts on his face, legs, and arms by a rescue team before he was winched to safety using a pulley. Smoking a cigarette and thanking his rescuers.
Oh, my God.
The hiker vowed to take care and not stray too far from the hotel.
Wait,
He's like, listen, I know you think I'm not fucking just coming right back up here. I'm just going to stay in my hotel room,
chill out a little bit.
Smoke some cigarettes and chill.
I was visualizing him coming up out of the volcano with a cigarette.
Yeah.
And he's like, throws it. They're like, whoa, come on. You don't just throw a cigarette anywhere. You know, there's fucking lava in there. Chill out.
You know that's bad for your health, right?
Yeah. So is falling in a...
Fucking puts it out on the rescuers. What a... Fucking thanks, nerds. I just keeps climbing. Fucking nerds, there's lava over here. Quit fucking talking to me about stuff.
I just hiked a
volcano by myself,
right?
while smoking cigarettes. I got this, fucking nerds. And just fucking flips the cigarette into the volcano. How'd you light this? It's like, I'm on a volcano.
Yeah, dude. Lava.
Dude, right here.
All I had to do was get close to the lava and it just lit.
I was 650 feet away when I started lighting this cigarette.
That's true.
Yeah. He had been rescued by a team that was already evacuating the body of a teenager who fell into a ravine nearby. So that person fell in. They were trying to find, they found like a dead body. While they were doing that, this guy was just like, hey,
oh, finally.
Holy shit.
Dude, I only had a couple cigarettes left. I didn't
think anyone was going to see these smoke signals.
Yeah, right. He's like, shoots an arrow through him.
He's just blowing him into his shirt.
Dude, he's like, help! Help!
Finger in his ass.
Well, it's good to see you two. I didn't think anybody was ever going to come by.
We're going to need both your hands.
Show me your hands.
No can do.
Oh, that's
one hand holding a cigarette, the other one fingering my ass.
That sounds like a Alanis Morissette song. And the other one's giving a high five.
The other one's fingering my butthole.
The other one's fingering a cigarette.
Yeah, that's all too. I cannot believe this guy. I mean, that's a fall.
Yeah.
And he's like, what am I going to do?
I'm
just going to go lay in the hotel room. You promise? I promise.
Yeah.
I mean,
no hiking, nothing.
Nothing crazy? Nope.
Nope.
Just such a weird conversation.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I'm happy to see you guys. You guys got a lighter?
You got a light?
No, for sure. I mean, I wouldn't even go to dinner. I'm just going to lay down in my hotel room and everyone's just like they're pulling up a dead body. This guy's like, we're not even worried about it. Like, we're happy you're alive. He's like, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go to the hotel room. It's the first thing I'm going to do. And that's also going to be the last thing I'm going to do.
I'm going to kick back a little bit.
And they're just like, dude, you're good. We're worried about the dead teenager body and you're fine. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of things I wanted to see, but I'm not going to do them. Like, clearly, I'm not just going to go wander around again. You're like, dude, get out of here. And he's like, just fucking what a weirdo. Just smoking cigs, being like, yeah, for sure not going to go walk around other places after this. Don't care. Seen it. Holy shit, is that dead body?
You've seen the inside of a volcano. You've pretty much seen it all.
Yeah, he's just like, oh shit, you guys weren't even looking for me.
That's crazy. Oh, wait.
That's
so
crazy.
You weren't even here for me?
For me?
Whoa. That's crazy, dude.
Throws it down and stomps it out. Anyway, adjusts the straps on his backpack. Guess I gotta get going. I'm not gonna go this way, right? And they're like, dude, get this guy the fuck out of here. I don't know.
Oh, we've had enough of this guy. Get him the fuck out.
Enough of this guy, yep. All right, you want to take the next one?
Sure.
All right.
And slap your computer too.
Who?
Oh, shit, nope.
Brian.
It's not plugged
He doesn't have to slap it. It's not even plugged in.
Slap yourself.
It's not an NES. I'm not going to slap it.
Blow it. Blow it.
Blow me.
Did you guys see that report that blowing in cartridges actually did nothing?
Yes.
And we were all just blowing in cartridges for funsies?
It's fun to be delusional.
Well, sometimes there's a placebo effect.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
That's right. That's what my dad always said. Ohio man forced to cancel credit card.
Credit guard. the fifth branch of the army.
Yeah.
Or the military.
What would that?
You got the Coast Guard, the Credit Guard, Army, Navy, and Air Force.
What would their holler be? Because there's like, ooh, or would it be like,
I'm just trying to think of like credit score, credit karma, like whatever their jingle is.
Experian.
They're like,
If you had to do that every time, all right, let's go kill him. All right.
okay.
Ohio man forced to cancel credit card to escape gym membership.
It's getting wild out there.
The 59, let's see.
What?
Doug Madison just wanted to cancel his gym membership, but ended up having to cancel his credit card instead.
I'm telling you.
This is classic.
It is.
The 59-year-old could no longer afford the monthly fee. So a year after he signed up,
He doesn't want to do sit-ups
typical,
anymore.
dude. Gyms are just, it's the same fucking cycle.
Like, you sure? I'm sure.
Yeah. He went 3 times, maybe.
Yeah.
He went back to the gym's website to terminate it, but it didn't have an option for members to cancel online. So he called the gym and was told he had to come in person.
It's like a treasure hunt.
He told he had to come in a person? Mm-hmm. Yep. So he went to the gym, but even he couldn't cancel. He recalls the employees telling him that they didn't have the ability to stop it or do anything on it.
There's nothing we can do.
There's nothing we can do. It's too late. Run! It's in motion.
Run! You don't get it. Get on the treadmill. Run, Doug, run! Right now? Yes! There's nothing we can do. I've tried to quit. I can't. Save yourself.
It's the way it feels.
They won't let any of us go. Please, tell someone. Go, Doug! Save yourself! Run, Doug, run! And everyone, like some guy's like doing like a pull down.
Yeah.
He's like, help me too!
Take me with you.
Take me with you! You stay!
There's no room.
There's no room! Get a boat! Get a big boat! Doug!
You see the guy's rowing. I'm a good rower. All right.
Get a boat, Doug! No, this is sound crazy, but I went online and he just like leans in. He's like, and they wouldn't let you go. Yeah, and they said you had to come here and talk to me. Yeah, here's a secret, Doug. I'm here too.
I was a member once.
We're in this together. Take my hand. Fuck. It's just like, whoa. Have a fresh towel. It's gonna be a long ride, Doug. Have you used the amenities? No, I haven't yet. You will soon, because none of us can leave. It's in the contract. Did you read it, Doug? Fuck. So scary.
My head hurts.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me guess. They said to come in person? That's what I did. 6 years ago. 6 years ago. To the day. And now I'm folding towels.
Wiping down equipment. Folding towels.
Equipment. And I just wanted to leave. Fuck, Doug. Fuck. Anyway, the next step is we're bound for life, Doug. Was that even his name?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think it's Doug Madison.
Okay. Dougie M?
Oh, God.
Do you mind if I call you Mr. Doug?
Oh, that's funny shit.
Okay. Anyway, what were you saying?
Okay. Didn't have the ability to stop it or do anything on it because only his gym's parent company was authorized to cancel his membership. In the meantime, he says they're
Come fold some towels.
still charging my account. So while we're waiting on that, here's a fucking thing of
You're
towels. Madison, who lives in Ohio.
You'll be fit, but you'll be sad. Have you ever used a gazelle?
Yeah, baby. Tony Little's in there.
Have you ever heard of a Bowflex? We've got 8. Yeah. No, I know what you have. Then use it. Your arms look a little weak. Okay, back to you.
Madison, who lives in Ohio, said the whole reason he chose this gym was that he didn't have a binding contract. He assumed that when he no longer wanted to pay for the membership, he'd be able to get out of it.
It's what we all thought, Doug.
You didn't read the contract about the contract.
Did you?
After the parent company's customer service reps told him they couldn't help him online or over the phone and did not offer him an alternative route, Madison reached out to his bank, which ultimately canceled the card he'd used to pay for the membership, and told him plenty of customers had trouble getting out of the similar services.
The guy on the phone is like, did you see Chad when you went in there? Oh, I saw him.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's cleaning toilets.
Not good. I tried to help him. We all did.
He's long gone.
You know, when you went in there, you didn't have to see. Did you see Chad? Did I? Is he okay? No.
No.
Yeah, you're lucky we got to cancel your card.
Yeah, we're lucky.
Before you were a full-time employee. I used to go there too. It's like a recovery group.
Did it name the gym?
No, it didn't. Jim's Gym.
Jim's Gym. That's got to exist, right? Jim's Gym.
Yeah, sure.
The James.
The James.
Okay, so where was I? Did not cancel. Okay, canceled his card.
Mm-hmm.
The bank even said that they see this happening a lot. Madison said, referring to customers having trouble with cancellations. They said the good news was that they only gave him the card number instead of my actual account number. So then it's a lot more hassle.
God, what the fuck's going on out there? We're like, you're lucky you didn't give because they can take it all, Doug.
I just wanted to use the workout equipment.
The gyms, they can take it all. It's like, what? How? I don't know. But they keep doing it. Like, that's for them. Like, you're lucky you didn't just give them your bank number and it's just a card. Like, what? They can do it forever. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
There's no rules against it.
No stopping Jim's Gym.
Jim's Gym.
Just like, wait, you guys have yes. The whole city's under Jim's power.
Yeah, he's just he's the mayor. Kingpin. Yeah. He runs the city.
He runs the city council because he's so scared to speak up about Jim's Gym. Everyone's crippling debt.
They're like, there's something I wanted to bring up. So Jim's Gym. Hey! They pull they pull the microphone.
Yeah. Can you squeak?
We don't talk. Yeah, he's up there.
Get him out of here! and then you look like over in the shadows, Jim. From Jim's Gym.
Yeah.
He's just standing there in a perfect like suit with a Rolex. Mm-hmm. And he's just shaking his head.
They're like, yeah, the slow.
Just points at you. You're working here next.
It's like Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Not Mike Myers.
Yeah. No, he's not as scary.
No.
No.
While Madison was relieved they found a solution, it took 3 months to get free. To get free of it. He described it as the worst experience I've ever had with any type of membership.
You sure don't want to sit up?
And he's not alone.
Yeah.
Companies have gotten increasingly adept at trapping customers in what are known as dark patterns, drawing them in with a shiny new product and discounted subscription that ends up being difficult to get out of.
Well, some good news on that, and I don't have the article in front of me, but I believe in our research over the weeks that on the high government federal level, they're mandating that getting into a subscription,
Prescription, yeah.
Yeah.
Your RX.
No, getting into a subscription has to be as easy to get out. Like, so I'm in and then I'm out, and that's just like a button click. So however easy it was to sign up and get going, it has to be that easy to get out. But
leave it
we'll
like
see.
Leave it like you found it, type of thing.
Yeah. Just give my money back, Jim. Did you see the new bow flex?
No surrender.
Have you tried whatever it was? Taekwondo?
Taekwondo.
What was it called?
Taibo. Stash it up.
Mambo, or whatever the fuck the
Mama
dance-
number 5.
Love Lou Bacon. All right, moving on to our
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Jessica, everybody, high five.
A little bit of.
Anyway, fuck. Sorry, Doug.
It's rough.
It's rough out there for a Doug. Doug and a Jim. Woman.
Jim Duggan?
Woman admitted to poisoning boyfriend with antifreeze. Believed that she was going to inherit $30 million.
God, you couldn't do.
What a nightmare.
I mean, antifreeze?
I'm guessing that's all she had. A North Dakota woman was
if you're going to get $30 million,
just hire
spend
a hitman.
some money to get it taken care of because you're going to get reimbursed.
I know.
So
that's where the plot twist is.
Oh.
A North Dakota woman was sentenced for poisoning her boyfriend after believing that he was going to be inheriting $30 million. Ina Coeur, 48, that's such a North Dakota last name. Coeur was sentenced to 50 years. First served 25. That means she'll serve 25 years in prison with the remaining 25-year balance suspended. Whenever they say balance for life.
The transaction?
Listen, you give us 8, we'll give you 5, the balance is 3.
You keep the change.
Keep the change. You want to round up for the Ronald McDonald House? Took the round up for.
You want to round up for another 6 years in prison for the Ronald McDonald?
Ronald McDonald House for kids?
You have a life sentence, so just say yes.
So whatever. The remaining
at your
3
age,
months,
it's a life sentence.
3 months for Shriners Hospital for Children? Not today.
Are you sure about that?
You sure about that?
I'm going to tell everyone.
I'm not getting out of here. I'm working at the fucking kids' hospital. Prosecutors said that 48-year-old Ina Thea Tenoyer poisoned Stephen Riley Jr. with antifreeze on the false belief that she would inherit part of the multi-million-dollar inheritance. After receiving the news, the couple met with an estate lawyer on September 3rd, 2023. That day, Riley became ill, with paramedics arriving at his home the next day to find him unresponsive.
God, she couldn't wait a day?
No, she was like, the second they left the office,
he's like, all right.
She ran out and popped the hood.
She took a little turkey baster, sucked it out.
You want a Gatorade? Yeah, one sec. Can you pop the hood? Uh-huh.
Do you have blue? No, I have this neon green.
I have this neon green Gatorade.
It's a new kind.
And just talking to him while you're sucking up antifreeze in a fucking turkey baster.
What are you doing over there? Just checking the inline specs and the rotary girder.
So you're sure about the 30 million, right? Yeah.
So that's really yours, and I get a bit of that?
I get it if I die?
Crazy,
I mean, that's how it looks. And then just sit down and hand him this, like, piping hot green Gatorade. And he's
It's
like,
already been opened.
babe. Glug, 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 glug. Investigators later learned that the inheritance likely didn't even exist at all.
That's true love.
There it is. Ryan, the things you do, you know? Mm-hmm. Ryan Riley, the victim's 21-year-old son, told the Post that the couple had actually fallen victim to an online scam.
Oh, my God.
And there never was any money.
I mean, that actually makes sense. That does not sound like
Did you ever get back to that Nigerian prince?
So he's going to wire you the money, right?
Today? Yeah. Just what the fuck is happening?
Nigerian prince. Now, he knows your cousin? How does that work?
Yeah, no, he knows my cousin. I gave him his social security number, mine.
He needed bus fare.
Yeah.
So I sent him my social security number. So, yeah.
So, I mean, he'll be here.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Good move. That's why I love you too, babe.
That's why I love you. You're very...
You're very smart with money.
Very...
Stephanie Gonzalez, Riley's sister, said that Coeur stole more than just a human life. You stole my son from his mother and stepfather. You stole a father from 5 sons.
You stole antifreeze from a perfectly good...
from your husband's engine. That's how this ends? Can you imagine? He was a father to 5 sons, a brother of 2 sisters, and now he doesn't have any fucking antifreeze in his engine. And now his engine's seized up. And the Nigerian prince has no way to get around when he comes to town. What's he gonna do? So he's just stuck at the bus station with $30 million, you fucking idiot.
He's gonna walk around downtown with $30 million.
So now,
safe that is.
So now the Nigerian prince is stuck at the airport with $30 million, and it's all because of you. Also, he's a great uncle. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to look for a Nigerian prince in North Dakota. The one with a big bag of money, you fucking idiot.
And there's a lot of oil in North Dakota.
Yeah, well,
that kind of makes sense.
Just pour that in the antifreeze spot. Call it good. And how the fuck am I going to find Nigerian prince in North Dakota?
That's the least of his worries.
Yeah. Oh God, that's funny.
Oh,
good stuff. Anyway,
don't fall for that kind of shit.
No, and if you do, don't fucking kill anybody with antifreeze over it. Do you say antifreeze or antifreeze? Antifreeze.
There's no point in hitting all the letters
about this.
And hitting all the letters. Antifreeze.
Antifreeze.
Here's a little antifreeze. Little Andy.
It's cold. Why is Andy frozen? Antifreeze.
Well, North Dakota's cold this time of year.
Antifreeze. One more story, and then we'll jump off to the back end of this episode. I'm not sure if you guys have. My throat hurts. Bringing up James Blunt. Not going to play the song.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Please don't.
I know. There was a couple people. I don't remember the names. Going back through bonus content on Patreon. There's like, "Fuck you, Joe," for playing that sad James Blunt song, "Monsters." Anyway, headline reads: James Blunt won't have to change his name to Blunty McBluntface. It's official.
Is that him now? Is that what he looks like?
That's the guy.
If I saw that guy at the airport,
I'd hit him.
Yeah, I'd take his bags and
throw him in the river. So he wanted to change his name. The singer made a recent pledge that gripped the nation. I don't think it was that powerful.
Yeah, I didn't hear of it.
No. Well, he's British. Vowing to legally change his name to one of the British public's choosing, and they chose Blunty McBluntface. Should the 20th anniversary edition of his 2014 debut album, Back to Bedlam, return to number 1 this week. I mean, still pretty good, but it went back to number 7 on the list. So he doesn't have to officially change his name to a crowdsourced name. And this is funny to me because I don't know if you guys remember, and it's definitely British humor, but they've done this before where they had this millions of dollars went into this like research boat, this vessel, and then they decided that they would turn it over to the public to let them name what the vessel is. And the winning name was Bodie McBoatface. And that won. So they just had to write Bodie McBoatface on the side of this giant research vessel.
You know what's funny is people seriously underestimate the power.
The internet?
Yes.
When something just, for no reason.
You cannot let, like Reddit people and things like, you cannot let them be in charge of something like that. Because that's what's going to happen. They just think it's like, and it's just going to be a bunch of nice teenagers picking a sweet name. It's like, no, you gave them the power to do something insane.
I don't know what James Blunt thought was going to happen, but Blunty McBluntface is, I think that's one of the better outcomes. Like, I don't even, than anything else that could have been voted on. So, he didn't have to do it, but just a quick little story to share here.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Take a look at some good news?
Sure.
All right. Well, fucking Zach, play the thing. We'll do it.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Hooray, we aren't doomed.
Yeah!
So this is wild.
Yeah. Perfect. Read it.
Cat lost in Yellowstone travels 800 miles to reunite with its owners after 2 months.
It's a long way for anybody. It's a long way for an animal with big legs. Like if you told me a giraffe was lost in Yellowstone and then went 800 miles, I'm like, that's impressive.
The crazy thing is you might not notice a cat traveling 800 miles around because it's a cat, but if a giraffe was doing it, you'd notice.
Oh, he wouldn't have to travel this.
His gangly legs flopping everywhere.
Just running through Yellowstone.
Yeah. Running from bears and
kicking bison. And you're like, that's nature, baby. He's like, why is there a fucking giraffe here? No one questions it. Wow.
Weird shit happens in Yellowstone. Now, for 2 months, a California couple was heartbroken. You have some heartbroken music?
Oh, maybe somewhere. You can keep reading. I'll find something.
Worrying about the whereabouts of their beloved cat after losing him in Yellowstone National Park, a wilderness larger than some U.S. states. In case you didn't know what Yellowstone National Park is.
Yeah.
But as the summer came to a close, so did their tragic story. Benny and Suzanne Aguiano reunited with their lost feline. Now it can go positive. Ryan Bowe last month after animal welfare group called to let them know that their cat had been found in Roseville, California, 800 miles from Yellowstone. In June, a couple went camping in National Park where their cat was startled by something in the wilderness, probably a giraffe.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Rainbow. No.
Nice.
They named the cat Rainbow. Okay. Ran into the trees, and they didn't see him again for 60 days. During the trip, they searched every day, laying out treats and toys in hopes that he'd return without success.
It's a cat.
We had to leave without him. We can get back.
Oh.
Get back to sad music. That was hardest. That was the hardest day. I felt like I was abandoning him. In early August, Rainbow's microchip came in handy. The couple received a message from the Pet Watch, a pet tracking service indicating that their cat had been found in Roseville at the local branch of Society in the Prevention and Cruelty of Animals. A woman had discovered Rainbow alone in the street and brought him to the shelter. He was really depleted, said Suzanne. He probably didn't have much energy left to go any farther.
Oh, practice that.
Exactly how Rainbow traveled, probably through the sky.
Through feet.
800 miles to Yellowstone to Roseville remains a mystery, but the couple, maybe it's not even the same cat, but the couple said that they hope sharing their story might prompt someone to come forward with any details in their KSBW interview. The couple also urged other pet owners to install trackers to avoid losing their pets for good, or don't take them out into the wilderness where there's predators and...
Or just don't take your cat to Yellowstone?
Yeah.
I think there's a lesson there, too.
Yeah. And cats are resilient, but...
So are bison.
Yeah.
And giraffes.
And bear and
moose.
Cougars and bobcats and...
Literally everything else.
Pools of water that they could fall and boil in.
I know. But that's a long way.
It's a death trap.
I know. I'm glad that Rainbow made it home.
Yep.
That's very nice.
There was treasure at the end of the...
Pot of gold. Or something.
Or at the end of the tunnel. Light at the end of the tunnel.
Rainbow.
Yep.
All right. Found something on the internet. Want to see it?
Yeah.
All right.
The internet is pretty wild. Depending on your browsing habits, you can either experience something super cool or go to prison. Crazy, right? Let's check it out together as a couple. Hey, look what I found.
Yes, that's awesome. I'm gonna open it up by saying I got good and bad news.
What do I want first? Bad. You can ask me what I want first?
No, they're both bad.
Oh.
I don't know. Depends on... Well, the bad news is that this isn't anywhere near us, and the promotion's already done with.
Okay.
But the good news is this is so fucking funny that I want other restaurants to do this as well. Okay. Pizza Hut opened up for a couple days. A one table restaurant just has one seat. It's like a phone booth, and you had to get reservations, and they'd give you a personal pan pizza when you went inside.
Just a little teeny.
It's a tiny, literal Pizza Hut. I mean, marketing.
Do they deliver it to you? Or
no, you go sit in it. There's only one. There's one.
And then they
chair,
come to the window and give it to you.
and they come and give you your pizza, and then that's it. And then they leave, and you sit in a fucking phone booth Pizza Hut.
Pizza has never been this personal, is what it says.
Lonely, or I mean, they could have used a lot of words. Depressing.
Yeah.
Pizza has never been this sad. I'm okay with it. I mean, how funny would it be?
Clearly, it was a promotional stunt.
Absolutely, and it worked. But the idea of this would be so fun. Let's think about Buffalo Wild Wings. Who doesn't love little B-dubs? And you got the game, so whatever your team's playing, and you go in there, and it's just you and your buddy, and you get your own table inside this little hut with a fucking TV. That's pretty funny. I would go.
I would too. That way you don't have to hear
anybody
Ravens
else.
fans go, "Oh yeah, yeah!"
You wouldn't have to hear that.
That happened last time I was at a public place with sports on.
The last time I think I was at a Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know why that example is the one that I pulled. It's not like I frequent the B-dubs. The last time I went, it was just trying to eat dinner, and the table next to us decided to do the hot wing challenge. It was a whole thing. Like, they ready? Like, the waitresses and waiters are all there, and they have like a fucking alarm. Like ready, set, and you're just
You're eating a sandwich.
Yeah, you're like ready, set, get. And you're just like just sitting next to them, and they're all slamming it down, and they have like a little clock. Like one of them's holding the clock, and you're just like, am I at a fucking circus? And he gets done, like throws it down, and they're like, ah! And he won, so he got all the wings for free because he ate them in whatever the fucking time limit was. So it was a bit much. So if there was a one table Buffalo Wild Wings, I feel like that would be a place for me. But they had this in Queens, New York, for the personal pan Pizza Hut. And reservations opened back on the 17th, and then they closed on the 20th.
God, they make you feel like a king in Queens.
Yeah. But I mean, that's just, I know it's kind of sad, but also pretty fun.
You're not getting shit on. You're not getting...
Yeah.
Like in New York now, you go grab a slice off a thing, you're walking down the street. There's some shit going on. You hear the honking, you hear the bird shitting, homeless guy.
You hear the bird shitting?
Yeah. You can hear it. The splatter on the ground. It's a noisy
ass place.
Yeah. But you sit in there, you get a little relief.
Yeah, your own little slice of heaven.
Yeah.
Own little private Idaho, as the B-52 said once.
Yeah, they did.
In a song. Anyway, it's not to share that.
I'm on the bar, the bed.
Oh, no, the boat. Hey, me. All right, moving off to Hey Guys. Let's hear from the listeners.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, let's hear what you guys think.
Really? You want to talk to me? Wow, that's cool.
I think you should read this one. It's a long one.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just on that page, I figured.
It's a wild ride, so you might buckle up.
First email coming in from our snipped son, Nick. This is an epic tale of my vasectomy. Settle in. It's a long story. Is that a dick joke?
Yeah.
So a little backstory. I was married at the time. We had been together for nearly 10 years and had diligently used multiple forms of birth control. She was on the pill. I always wore spermicidal condoms. I pulled out to bust the nut.
What's spermicidal? Is it?
It's what? God, Brian? Zach? What do I...
I know it is.
What do I say to this guy?
It's anti-sperm stuff.
So it kills the sperm when it comes out.
I get that.
So they have spermicidal condoms that will like kill all sperm. Like spermicidal cream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I get what that is, but isn't that the point of a condom?
Yeah. You're right.
So what is it?
I guess in case there's a hole or it slips off or something.
Right.
I don't know.
Just wanted to make sure that there wasn't something I'm missing here.
I wonder if they were doing all that. She's on the pill. He wore
that's
spermicidal
crazy.
condoms and pulled out. I fucking hate kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. We finally decided we never wanted kids. Time to get snipped so I could finally go raw dog. I found a doctor that would do the surgery.
If you hate that kids that much, have the kids so you can have an abortion and kill them.
Wait. Yeah, exactly.
Then you get to be like, yeah, fuck you.
Fuck kids. I found a doctor that would do the surgery on someone my age. I was 26. I didn't know that was like the doctor's decision.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you're too young.
Because I only...
Maybe it doesn't. Maybe the doctor's like, that's really young. You might change your mind. I don't want to be responsible.
Mm-hmm.
But you can reverse it, can't you?
I don't want to be responsible for what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're paying me to do
Thanks,
what you
doctor.
want.
I'll go down the alley next to your shop then. Fucking fucko.
Sounds like an abortion.
It does.
That's how the hangers
Don't
got
tell me
involved.
what to do. I set up the consultation, and he only had 2 requirements, 18 or older, and of sound mind. Where did that rule come from? He had one rule for a while. That was 18 or older, and he's like, you can't be fucking crazy.
Yeah, you gotta...
You can't come in here fucking all crazy. The doc was 70 plus years old and was and had a young Asian intern. They asked if the intern could sit in. I obliged. We got through the interview, and he said, stand up and drop him.
It sounds like friggin' Indiana Jones in Temple of Doom is what it sounds like.
He said, stand up and drop him. So I did. The first thing the doc said to the intern was the observation that my pecker was turtled up in me because it's cold outside. Next, he reached behind my nuts to examine my vas deferens, cum tubes. Shit you not. With no gloves on his hands!
Vas deferens.
He's like, do you have...
Aft. I need to check aft.
I have one question. Are you 18 or older?
Can you feel this?
Are you of sound mind? Yes. All right. Third question. Why is your dick inside you? So there I was, getting molested by an old man in front of his intern. I bit the bullet because I really wanted to get the procedure. Everything checked out. Scheduled the procedure. My big day finally comes. Nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They didn't tell me to shave my nuts, so I had to do it over the sink in front of the doctor and this nurse. Oh, and they offered no sedatives. Was this in the alley?
He's like, this is okay. I'll do it, but
shave your nuts.
And
those things are fucking atrocious.
And you have to be completely.
You have to have smooth nuts.
I want you to feel everything.
Mm-hmm. I want to feel everything, and I want to feel your smooth nuts. Okay. All right, sign here.
That seems reasonable.
No sedatives. I was sober as could be, but fucking determined. They have me lay down, and he tapes my dick to my stomach. This sounds like a fucking great first date. The fun begins. I received lidocaine shots. That's a sedative. That's a number. Halfway through, he started leaning on my dick with his forearm because his back hurt. And he says to the nurse, I probably should have took more, referring to painkillers. Well, yeah, I should have took more because you have your forearm on my fucking dick that's taped to my stomach. Where am I? Sam's Club?
He's leaning as he roll. Jesus, doc.
You probably should have took more. Sorry, my back hurts. He's just digging his elbow into your dick. God, these balls. He's like, dude, just cut it. We were finally done and went to Drug Mart to get my Vicodin. Oh, there we go. My friend worked there. He saw me hobbling to the counter. I never had a script filled faster. This was Friday, and I was going to work on Tuesday. My balls swelled to the size of a softball. I didn't get through the whole workday. I had to go to an urgent appointment to get more painkillers. Hopefully not back at the same fucking place. They treated me like a junkie because I ran out early. But when the doc saw my purple softball, he gasped very loud.
Oh, shit! That wasn't supposed to be that way.
He grasped very loud.
Yeah. Whoa! Pop.
Gotta take these down and get the blueberry.
Why is your dick stuck to your chest?
It's Violet. Then he had no issue giving me more till I saw the doc that did the procedure. I was a landscaper full time and was apprenticing at a tattoo shop at night. I let one of the guys copy a picture of my Frankenstein nuts. He put it up on the high ceiling above my booth. This provided many good laughs as I was holding a quarter to show scale, and everyone thought it was a dime.
I thought Washington was on the quarter.
Holy shit, that's a tiny quarter. One of my shop names became Nasty Nick. Wow. Franken Nick. Fast forward 2 to 3 weeks, time to produce a sample, and the doc puts it under the microscope. However, he had sent me home with a test tube. Apparently, they didn't want me to jack off at the doctor's office. As instructed, I come in the test tube, snap on the lid, and keep it in my goddamn armpit. As instructed.
You gotta keep her warm.
It sounds like a prank.
Now, what you're gonna want to do is
before he goes in, he goes, watch out to his nurse. He's like, watch, let me get this fucking lunatic to do. I need you to go home and jerk off this test tube and then put it in your armpit. Okay. He's like, told you. These idiots will do anything. Next, I smuggled my jizz to the next town over to the doctor's office, praying I don't get pulled over and searched. Finally, I'm with the doc. We're at the microscope. Again, this motherfucker does not put on gloves. He pops the top off the test tube bare with the bare hands, like you would flip a coin into the trash. He dumps it onto the slide and wipes his hands off on his white lab coat. He did well. It was a success. Fun fact. We had over 3,000 vasectomies. Oh, he had over 3,000 vasectomies under his belt, and his pappy was who had taught him. So basically, I endured a vasectomy straight out of the 1900s. God. When we were done at the microscope, I stood up. He fingered my ass, and I said, no. I stood up from the microscope. I stood up. He gave me a pat on the butt and says, go home and enjoy some sex the way the good Lord intended. This is my favorite doctor. And he hobbled out. The lightning's like, go have some sex like the good Lord intended. Licks the slide clean.
Oh, gross. Puts in his pocket.
Gloves.
I need to taste it all.
I had good health insurance. My copay was only $110, and I still say it's the best $110 I ever spent, especially since we eventually got divorced. Hope you enjoyed my tale, and sorry there's not a short way to tell it. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Much love to my daddies and Uncle Zach.
Hopefully you didn't change your mind about the kids.
Yeah. Don't. He's fine. He can reverse it.
Yeah.
Just go back to the same doctor. Just no gloves.
He recognizes you.
He's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, how are these nuts doing?
You ready to have some, are you have sound mind? I don't know. Are you? Put some fucking gloves on, weirdo. All right, go ahead.
All right, second email is coming from our gorilla expert daughter, Elaine.
Okay.
And she spells it weird, but it's Elaine.
It's Elaine.
Hey, stepdads. It's your daughter, Elaine. Said like, Lane. I don't know if you know, but you're not supposed to make a very direct eye contact with silverback gorillas, or they can freak out, and that's when they tend to charge the glass. My mom told me this amazing story about an old family zoo trip, and this is in reference to jerking off.
Yeah, teaching a gorilla to jerk off.
To jerk off,
teach
yeah.
you to jerk, or teach the gorilla to jerk you off.
Right.
Okay.
Well, back in the day, my grandma went to the zoo and was giving the big silverback the stare down for some reason, even though there was a sign posted. You know how old people don't listen.
Or they can't read.
Yeah, or they can't see. Or yeah.
He's like, well, I can't see this sign. Maybe the gorilla will tell me what to do. And just stare at it, and it's like...
in a flash, big old boy starts jerking off and quickly threw his ape spooge right at my grandma directly behind the glass with a huge splat.
Aww.
Of course, she was mortified, but rules are rules for a reason. They don't need to be taught. They know what's up. I can never go to the zoo and see a silverback without a giggle, thinking about one claiming my grandma. Rip grandma.
Rip grandma.
Did that. Yeah. The spooge hit her right in the face.
Just killed her.
My mom will kill me for telling this publicly, but I guarantee I'm the only dirtbag in the family that listens to y'all. Bye.
Oh, man.
Hilarious. Because he's just like...
He's like, oh, yeah?
Right.
Oh, yeah? You went to fucking come, old lady?
Oh, dear.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a lot of spooge.
He threw his spooge at the glass. Let's go check on the giraffes. All right, well, that's our show. That's 124.
That was fun. That was a wild ride.
It was a wild ride. Sign up. We keep going. The bonus content on the back end of every single episode. You can get that by heading over to patreon.com/CanYouDon'tPodcast. Not kidding. It is the #1 way that you can support the show and make sure it keeps going. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Can You Don't Podcast. The video version of the show is on YouTube. You just search for Can You Don't Podcast. If you want to send something in and you want to have us talk about it on the show, the email address is heyguys@canyoudontpodcast.com. If you want to do what Jackson Dial did, or Jackson Deal, sorry, you'll find the P.O. Box right there in the episode description. We love getting the gifts. Rate and review us wherever you listen to podcasts. Be sure to check out what Uncle Zach is doing over on Scatcast, and that is scat with a K, scatcast.com is where you find everything. And thanks to the babysitters that moderate the Can You Don't Playground on Facebook. It is literally a playground in there. So thank you guys for keeping the kids under control. I got something for you. A little joke.
Love to hear it.
Then Zach has to push the button.
Good God. Wrap it up already, huh?
That's what she said.
Spermicide. Do you know the phrase, one man's trash is another man's treasure?
Mm-hmm.
It's a wonderful saying, but a horrible way to find out that you're adopted.
Doesn't quite read the same, does it?
It doesn't. No. Like, that's all right. You're my little treasure.
Your mommy thought you were a piece of trash.
Trash, but you're my treasure. Love you.
I'll never leave you.
Love you.
Oh.
Good night.
Now say it back.
Say it back. Good night.
Love
Love
you
you
too, mommy. Oh.
All right. Off to the bonus stuff. Do the thing.
Bye.